Ladies and gentlemen, this week on Tuesday Night Live, we get some Money in the Bank build from Smackdown, and we get a battle between Cruiserweights and the UK division on 205 Live. Welcome back. I am Travis Colt, still going solo this week, but still bringing you the news here on the Wrestling Rundown. Let's start with Smackdown. As per usual, we open up with Daniel Bryan having a talk with Renee Young about how disappointed he was after losing to Rusev last week, trying to qualify for Money in the Bank. He's at a point where he's so happy to be back, but he doesn't want to just be back. He wants to be back at the top of the game. He wants to be WWE Champion. He's planning on doing that. But of course, Big Cass being Big Cass is going to try and do everything he can to ruin that for him. He just talked a bunch of trash, and then he got his ass handed to him by Daniel Bryan. So obviously things are not done with this situation yet, but just to hear Daniel Bryan say that he wants to be WWE Champion again was very fun to hear. We also had the New Day defeat The Bar, so now one of the members of the New Day will be in the Money in the Bank. Not sure yet. With the Bludgeon Brothers, who say they are waiting. I have a feeling they are waiting for Sanity. They are aware that Sanity is coming. They are aware that Sanity is a very rough and tumble group. And it would just make sense for the hype that Sanity brings. And it would be something that would clash really well with the Bludgeon Brothers. But they had a promo where they talked down the Usos and the New Day and the Club and the Bar. Little video package type thing. So yeah, I have a feeling that they are specifically sending messages to Sanity. Still no debut of Sanity this week, but I'm sure it's coming soon. We had both AJ and Shinsuke Nakamura talking about their main event match, where the winner will pick the stipulation for Money in the Bank, where something's going to happen. We'll talk about that in a second. Andrade Cien Almas made his debut and defeated Jake Constantino. And Zelina Vega made it very clear that they are not on SmackDown to make friends. They are there to take over. We had a Rusev Day backstage situation. Aiden put together a room for Rusev, and then Lana came in and had great news that she is going to be in a Money in the Bank qualifier match next week against Billie Kay, and she plans on her and Rusev being the first ever Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank. And that day, that'll happen on, of course, Rusev Day, which is crazy to think. Another Money in the Bank qualifier that we'll have next week will be Big Cass versus Samoa Joe. I wonder if Daniel Bryan's going to be kind of a dick and just screw over Big Cass. I think that'd be kind of cool. I don't know if it'll happen, but regardless, I think Joe's going to win it anyway, unless they want Big Cass in there just to be the SmackDown comparison to Braun Strowman. I don't know, but we'll find out. And we had both the Iconic Duo and we had Joe talking about their qualifying matches next week. We also had the Royal Melibration, and we found out because Paige came out during the Melibration and ruined Carmella's fun when she revealed that Carmella will defend the SmackDown Women's Championship at Money in the Bank against Asuka. Good luck, Carmella. Paige also, this wasn't the first time we saw Paige, because we also saw her make a women's qualifier for tonight, which was a triple threat. Mandy and Sonya thought it was a handicap match at first, but it ended up being a triple threat. The two of them and Becky Lynch. And Becky Lynch will, in fact, go to Money in the Bank after defeating Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. So she joins Charlotte, Ember Moon, and Alexa Bliss. And then in the main event, Shinsuke Nakamura feigning a low blow, very well played against AJ Styles, distracted the referee long enough. Referee was deciding whether or not he was going to disqualify AJ. Instead, AJ got a forearm to the back of the head, the inverted exploder, and a Kinshasa. Come on, Hangman, give it the program here. There we go. And Shinsuke Nakamura will, in fact, pick the stipulation to him and AJ's match at Money in the Bank. Wasn't announced tonight, probably saving it. The fact that we have a long build to Money in the Bank allows for things to really build. So maybe he'll give AJ a couple weeks to really think about it, and he'll just decide, oh, this will work better for me. So we'll find out. Just be a low blow match. The first person to hit a low blow. I don't know. Or the first person to just destroy the other's testicles. One of the two. But then on 205 Live, where we had the UK invasion, we had before we got in, there was only 2 matches, but we got a little tail of the tape, a little bit of information on some of the guys. Some of the guys we know, like James Drake, Tyler Bate, Joseph Connors, and then a couple of newcomers. We had Kenny Williams and Flash Morgan Webster. And Kenny Williams was actually in our first match. Unfortunately, he was on the losing end. Tyler Bate defeated Kenny Williams, TJP, and Kalisto in a Fatal 4-Way match. Fantastic way to start off the show. Buddy Murphy had a video package, and he will get his title shot against Cedric Alexander in 2 weeks in Cedric Alexander's home state of North Carolina. We also found out that next week on 205 Live, we will have Hideo Itami versus Akira Tozawa after their falling out from a couple weeks ago. And then in the main event, Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, and Flash Morgan Webster defeated James Drake, Joseph Connors, and Drew Gulak. Now, talking about my like, love, and dislike this week, my like goes to the Shinsuke AJ finish. Very Eddie Guerrero-esque. Didn't bring in the chair or anything like that, which is great. But keeping something that has been a staple in this feud since WrestleMania and using that to his advantage was a fantastic heel move by Shinsuke. I think this definitely needs to go in Shinsuke's favor, choosing the stipulation, and potentially I would imagine this is going to be him winning the championship. I can't imagine they've stretched it on this long to just have AJ keep it. I mean, I'm not going to be upset if AJ keeps it. I'm just going to be really disappointed, like, what the hell are they doing with Shinsuke? But the match was fantastic. I was a little worried initially. I was like, oh man, okay, we're going to get this match for the 4th time before they have a 5th one. Maybe it should have been like a beat the clock challenge, but they brought some new stuff into this match, plus the finish was perfect just to get a little bit more heat on Shinsuke. So my like goes to the finish of that match. My love goes to the 6-man main event of 205 Live. It was so much fun to see Flash Morgan Webster on the show. Both him and Joseph Connors got busted in the mouth. So these guys don't come into play. They are rough around the edges, and they brought it. Fantastic work from all 6 guys. Drew Gulak, obviously it's Drew Gulak, so he fits in with the 2 rough and tumble type UK guys. Flash Morgan Webster is so much fun. They had a little promo prior to the match of him just saying, "Oh, 205 Live just got a little touch of Flash," and it's just he's fun. He's a favorite of Kevin and mine's. We've seen him do some stuff with PWG. He pops up on the indie news fairly often. He shows up at Attack Pro and stuff like that. So, and speaking of the UK guys, I didn't even mention this while I was doing the review, that today, as of the day this video is posted, at noon, we will hear, I believe, the first 12 competitors. That number might be wrong, but we'll know some of the competitors that will be in this year's UK tournament, which will start next month. So, excited to find out who's going to be in that. I hope Flash Morgan Webster is in it, because that would be fantastic. Also, a note on Kenny Williams real quick. If no one has ever found a way to team him and Kushida up, because they literally have the same gimmick, they're both infatuated with Back to the Future, and they dress like Marty McFly. Y'all need to get on that shit. PWG, you'd be the one to do this. Do it, because it'd be great, and I think they'd fit really well as a tag team. But then we go to dislike, and I'm going to cover both bases, even though Kevin Hawk is not here. I'm sure we would both agree we don't give a fuck especially when they're talking about either Big Cass or Carmella. Now, I myself, I don't hate the fact that Carmella is the women's champion. I hate the fact that she has not upped herself since her perfect cash-in on Charlotte. She took advantage of a perfect moment and made herself a great heel. She was already a good heel. She put herself in a great heel spot, taking advantage of the iconic duo coming in, beating down Charlotte, cashing in, winning the belt. Perfect. She hasn't done anything since that has made herself seem any more special, any better. She talks a lot, and her match at Backlash was awful. And that's when you make Charlotte look bad, that's a bad thing. Like, y'all need to be making each other look good. Like, Charlotte tried. Charlotte still had some great moments, but there was just the fact that it was just so bogged down by Carmella's inability to shine her up at all was sad to see. And Big Cass, I don't even want to give you the time of day just because I don't care. I like watching, I like the fact that Daniel Bryan just whooped his ass, not only at Backlash, but also tonight on Smackdown, was ridiculous. Yeah, it's just, everything, it just seems so forced. I don't believe anything he says. It's not entertaining. It doesn't make me hate him. It just makes me not want to see him on my television. So, stop. I hope Joe beats the hell out of you. Go Joe. I find it very interesting that they are doing heel versus heel, but I think that makes sense if Daniel Bryan does get involved. So, but we'll find out next week on SmackDown. So for now, guys, thanks for watching. And you know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Click on the links down below. You can follow us on all types of social medias, whether it be Facebook, right here on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Maybe you could find Thomas Wolfe. He's still lost in time somewhere. Maybe does Twitter work in the future? Like, I don't know if I don't know where he is. But with that being said, you know the drill. Click all the links down below, including that podcast link if you want to listen to this review and all of our regular reviews in podcast form. You can also check out Reasonable Wrestling Fans. Yes, that is Reasonable with a W, like wrestling, where you can find The List with Kevin Hawk, The Question of the Week with Thomas Wolfe, unboxing videos, which one should be coming out very soon, punishment videos from past pay-per-views, and other videos that are loosely based around wrestling. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next. I got nothing special. Fuck Modus.